Well, all right,
Thank
all
you.
right. I love that open. Marcus did such a great job on that.
That is amazing to me. Every time I see it, it's just
It makes
incredible.
me smile. It
Me
does. It
too.
makes me smile. My gosh. Well, good Friday morning to you, my friend.
It sure is, Mr. Paul. Look at you, all Good Friday, ready to travel. Looks like you're heading somewhere.
Got my traveling duds on, baby, trying to represent. Yeah,
No.
I'm out here at Bishop Airport getting ready for my 12:15 flight to Louisville, Kentucky.
Whoa. Nonstop. You're heading straight down.
Well, here's the deal. The ticket I bought was nonstop. The ticket I got is taking me to Chicago first.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so I wasn't aware of that. What could have been an hour flight is now a 4 hour deal.
Right.
I mean, the ticket was like $89, so I'm not even mad. I'm not mad at all. The plan is to fly into Kentucky, and then I'm going to Uber or Lyft up to Scottsburg, Indiana, pick up the car, and then drive down to Nashville to go check in on my brother, and then make it back in time on Monday for the city council meeting.
Oh, okay. Ah, nice. Nice
You know,
play.
that's the plan. That is the plan. So tell me, did you go
Now,
up yesterday?
casino, I sure did. I sure did. Yeah. They took 200 of my dollars. They did.
Oh no. Well,
Just
in the big scheme of things, again, you just got to be consistent, right?
correct. And in the big scheme of things, that's all part of the plan. I mean, again, we added 6 hours to the casino time. Our lifetime casino balance is, minus 1,100, I think now, which isn't
Okay.
bad even still. That's one hand pay at some point, which I'm pretty sure I'll get at some point. Who knows? You know, but yeah, had a good time. You know,
I'm
working the system.
I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. If I wasn't such a chicken shit, I'd go. I'll go with you. But what? I got my first shot of the vaccine last week,
Good for
so I
you.
got to go back April something and get the second one,
Second
and
shot.
then I'll be a little more comfortable doing some remote stuff. I've been stuck in my studio for a long time. I can't wait to get
Yep.
outside.
Casino was busy. Looked like they're opening up. Used to be, every other machine was shut down
Uh,
uh, for distancing. It looks like somebody's relaxed some rules because almost every machine was open.
ooh.
Um, yeah, everybody's still masked. I mean, everybody, follows protocols, so to speak. But I, grab a little sanitizing wipe and wipe like crazy everywhere I go, and just, keep my distance. And
Wow. Have you seen anybody like get tackled for not having their mask on?
not for not having their mask on, but I have some tackles.
I don't
Yeah,
have to wear a Well, I can I want to I want to help you plan your worldwide casino tour.
okay.
I just found out that there's a place in China called Masuk, which
Not familiar.
is like the Vegas of China.
Okay.
I
Masu.
was on I'm probably pronouncing it all wrong.
Yeah.
Masuko, something
Oh,
like that. And what was I watching? I was watching something on Disney that was about these entrepreneurs pitching their entrepreneurial ideas, and the
okay.
finals were in this city in China,
Where they had.
Mauck. I can't even remember what it was, but where they had the finals, one of the brothers was from Kenya, and when he got to the airport, they wouldn't let him in. One,
Why is that?
he was wearing shorts in a hoodie, looking looking kind of poor. And I think the rule is you got to have $5,000 to
Oh,
enter the country, and he only had $2,000. So they thought he was coming to try to start working or something like that. And even after the competition, people said that he was fully sponsored, his hotel, his food, everything was sponsored. They still deported him.
wow.
So he had to fly back to Africa and then to Beijing, and then from Beijing back to Masuk to try to come in the other way. And they let him
Great.
in, no problem. But he got rid of the hoodie, he got rid of the shorts. He looked a little more businesslike.
Right.
And the funny thing is, all through the documentary, they were talking about his appearance and him refusing to wear pants to meetings, and he's always, because he's the coder. He's the guy that was coding the software.
Jeez.
So I learned something. I didn't know there was a Vegas in China.
Yeah, it's news to me. I'll check it out. But yeah,
You gotta add it to your list. Would you go to China?
I'm not against going to China to for anything, but gambling, sure, yeah. If we get the right sponsor, who do we get to sponsor that?
Oh man, well, I can think of a whole bunch of folks that would sponsor it. Actually, FanDuel would sponsor it. Any gambling software would sponsor it.
Okay,
Maybe even Soaring Eagle. You know what I mean? You're their ambassador, and you go around to all these other casinos. I don't know, promoting gambling.
right,
I don't know.
right.
I need a couple minutes to think about it.
You'll have a
Oscar,
whole life
Oscar Mayer Bacon would sponsor it.
for the right reason.
Universal.
Yeah,
Unless you go to Saudi Arabia, then you might have a problem. I think we need to speak. I think we need to stick to English-speaking countries. How's your Mandarin? I mean, do you know any Chinese?
no,
So
not a.
you wouldn't even know if you won.
Almost like now at the casino. some of those games I play, it's like, what just happened?
Yeah. I made that mistake in Los Angeles. I went to one of the Asian casinos in Los Angeles, and it just didn't seem fun. I couldn't banter with the dealer. You know what I mean? She looked at me like I was crazy. It was a whole different vibe. It really was.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday I went up to a machine, put my $5 in, hit the spin, and it showed 0 as my credits. I'm like, what? I just got started. Where'd my money go? And I looked, and somebody had left it. That was their minimum bet. Was $5. And the minute I hit the thing, it bet my whole $5. It's like, oh, there's people out there that this is their minimum bet. It's my
Wow.
bet that I hope to get 8 bets out of.
Right. I play on my phone blackjack, and I'm
Right.
looking at an 11, and I go to double down, and it acts like I told it to stand. And I said, "Come on now, who's stand on 11?" And of course, I lost because the other thing took my 10, which I would have had 21. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I think these things are so rigged. I really do.
Of course, the flip side, if I were to have hit on that $5, that's you.
No, it couldn't be. It's way too early. No, it can't be me. I mean, I'm 12:15. It's only 11:15.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be an hour early. They were asking for people for the Charlotte flight when I got in line. So I'm pretty sure that's the flight that they're trying to fill up now.
Yeah.
It was really confusing. I bought this thing on Priceline. I got it on Priceline,
Okay.
and when I booked it, I took a screenshot of the itinerary, and I was sure that it was 1:15 because I put in my calendar to be at the airport at 12:15. So being a little nervous, I went to the airlines and checked, and it said 12:15. And I'm like, come on, which one is it, 11:15 or 12:15? So again, I went through. Apparently, I was searching for flights, and that wasn't the final booking, I guess. So I
Mm.
finally found my final booking, and it's 12:15.
Well,
But
that
now that I'm
Chicago,
going to Chicago, right now
yeah,
that I'm
well,
going to Chicago, I'm
because
kind
you,
of screwed.
yeah, well, you look at the departure, and the departure is the same time as your arrival in Chicago, because it's
Oh,
like
that's right.
hour flight. You know, it's exactly an hour, and then you lose the hour when you cross the
Right.
time zone.
Right.
So
You
I
got
always
to arrive at
like
12 and leave at 12, right?
I just got messed up by that one.
Well, I'm not taking any chance. The problem is I didn't allow for that hour, which might be okay because I was going to end up arriving in Scottsburg like at 5:15 after the place closed.
Ah,
But now it looks like I'll be arriving at 4:15, so I should be okay.
and you bought a one-way ticket?
One-way ticket to Louisville, and then I was trying to figure out all sorts of ways to do it. My first thought I was going to Uber from Louisville up to Scottsburg, which is about 30 miles, 40 miles.
Okay,
And when I plugged in the Uber, it was $135 for the Uber.
yeah.
So I said, well, heck, I'll just rent a one-way car and drop it off one day, one way up there. And I found it for like $84.
Yeah.
But when I hit book, it said there are no cars available. But
Ah,
when I added 3 days to it, there were plenty of cars available. So they didn't want to just rent me a one day, one way to a one way drop off.
right, right.
So then I was stuck trying to find out what else I could do, and I said, oh, what about that Lyft software, right?
Yep.
So I installed Lyft and I simulated the route, $54.
Oh,
That's what I said. So $54 and $20 tip. I'm still ahead of the game. You know what I mean? We
and
might
that gets
stop at McDonald's.
right, and that gets you to your car.
That'll get me to the car.
Right. That
And this car, I
there.
haven't test drive. I haven't picked the tires. I haven't done any of that. I've just seen pictures of it, and I know it's a sweet deal, but I haven't even test driven it. Holy shit! And I left the check at home, I think. Oh no, I'm gonna have Angie bring me the check. Oh, oh no, that's terrible. I'm sure he knows I'm good for it. Mm, mm, mm. So I don't know how I can make a phone call while we're live. I don't know if I can.
Huh. I can run and pick up the check and bring it to you at Bishop if you want.
Man, that would be so cool. Well, would she? Yeah, well, she'll. Yeah. Maybe you could. Well, no, then I got to hold the show down myself by myself. Hmm.
Well, yeah,
I
you
bet.
got it.
I bet you there's a way for me to at least text her. Hold on a second. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Ah, she must be shut off because StreamYard's using my microphone.
Yeah. Well, my phone's right here. What could I do?
Oh, shoot, you could call her, but I don't know her phone number. 87. I don't know it by heart. Wait a minute. Do I have another device that I can look it up on? I do. I have another device. Hold on.
You got your burner phone?
Of course.
Yeah, your
Well,
emergency.
whenever you travel with a backup. So I decided to travel with this backup. Let's see, maybe I can hook it to my network and text her or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Coolie Bob. So did you invite Ray today, or is he boycotting us?
Haven't seen hide nor hair of him, so don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't see anybody. Nobody's chatted. Nobody's wrote a comment.
Oh,
So
good. I forgot to look at that myself.
yeah. Well, I can go full screen, and when I go full screen, I lose all that. Right.
Okay.
So if I bring it down, then I can see if anybody sent a chat comment.
It says I'm on Bishop's public Wi-Fi. Let's see if it'll let me call her. I'm curious. Come on, where's the phone at?
I was going to say I'll check and see if I can switch over to phone. Let's see. I would go to where would I go? No, not Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. No, YouTube. I think is where I saw your link to StreamYard.
Yeah, I thought I just opened phone and it's asking me to log in.
Yeah, I never had any luck with Bishop's Wi-Fi. It was always I don't know. I blame myself because I'm too much of a Luddite. but I get up after a while. It's like forget it. Bring me another Bloody Mary.
Well, believe it or not, my wife's number is not in this phone. How could that be? I mean, Paul Jr.'s is in here. Everybody's in here but her.
Maybe it's under something else.
Huh. Well, I looked under her last name, which is similar to mine.
Right.
And I don't see it. Huh. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is an experiment. I am going to see what happens when I look for my phone while you're live. Stand by. This might not work.
Standing by. All right.
You're still there. I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Of course, your video has gone, but it still says Mr. TV. You're still there. Mm-mm-mm. Oh boy, that's going to mess things up. Yep. Now you better stop. Oh boy, that's going to mess things up. All right, that's that. How do I? All right, that's that.
I'm back.
Yay! What'd you find out?
I was able to call her. Angie's on her way up here with the check.
Oh, nice. Well, that didn't take too much at all. That's very good.
And we got an hour to spare, which is even better.
Right.
So now
So
I
where are
can
you?
turn off my phone.
Are you inside the gate, or are you still outside?
I'm still out front. I'm actually outside by the Skycap.
Oh, you're not even in the airport yet.
Terminal. No,
in
no.
the terminal. Okay. Oh, very good.
I mean, I was earlier when I got my ticket and everything. But
right.
I decided I didn't have to sit in there, but it is cold out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it got chilly again. It's another chilly spring. Coming up to a chilly spring. What was it? Monday does the spring hit?
Right. Well, I hear it's supposed to be warming up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first of the 40s, and then it's 50s, and then it's 60s.
Nice. We're finally gonna break from this winter that I don't think was much of a winter, but some people might
You-
disagree. I don't think we had snow till Groundhog's Day. So
Right. Well, I go by sledding days, and I don't think we had 7 good sledding
no,
days.
no, I think you're right. It's there were not that many of them.
All right. Well,
True.
listen, you're gonna have to cover. You're gonna have to cover for me while I go to the bathroom.
All right. All right. Well,
I'll
very
be
good.
back.
All right. So there goes Mr. Paul off to the bathroom. And here we are, keeping her down in Carriage Town, here at the Good Beans Cafe. So probably not a good time to start my stand-up comedian routine because probably not much to say or not that many people that'll laugh at it. So instead, what can we do for amusement? Well, we'll see. We can check our emails. And let's see. Mr. Paul is.
Remind me not to do that to you again. You're terrible.
Oh, tell me something I don't know, Mr. Paul.
Oh
Okay.
goodness! So
There
have you watched anything good?
There must not have been a line for you in the bathroom.
No line at all.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna try to
Watched
get by a
any-
window. Yeah, have you watched anything good?
Let's see. Can't say that I have. Wrestling here with cable, trying to get cable hooked up. So if you get some message that says I like Xfinity, don't you dare believe it, because it is not true.
Jarvis is having a hard time with Xfinity as well.
Oh,
he went to satellite on the north end. He said it was terrible.
Yeah. Wait, satellite was or Xfinity was?
Xfinity. He said Xfinity was horrible, and satellite is not much better. And he doesn't know what to do. And I think,
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. That's the problem. They
well,
know.
There's plenty we can do. We got a 10-year contract with them that's got 6 more years, but we could definitely at least ask them to build out in the community, because that was one of the things that I was trying to fight for. Is to ensure that they put cable where we needed it, not where they wanted it. So that's a fight we can win. I think we can win.
Yeah.
I started watching WandaVision. Did you do that?
WandaVision. No. Now I've heard about that, right? Why have I heard about that? Did you tell me about it?
I might have. It's a new Avengers. It's my entry back into the comic books of the Marvel comic books.
Okay.
I know the Supermans, I know the Captain Americas, I know the Batmans, but there's a whole bunch of folks that I don't know about. And there's a Captain Rambo, which is a black sister that was just phenomenal. This Wanda has got some kind of incredible power. She doesn't even know what she's got. And then Vision, her husband, was another new character to me that I wasn't aware of, but apparently spun off from Tony Stark, Iron Man kind of thing.
Okay.
And so it was pretty cool to watch and not know the backstories, because I mean, you kind of could assume some stuff. But after that last episode of WandaVision went off, there was one on the thing that said Legends. So I clicked on that, and that was pretty cool because it gave me the background, the backstory of all the people that I had seen, plus some extra ones that I didn't know about. So now I think I'm trying to figure out how to watch the Marvel Universe in sequence.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3 are no-brainers, but when does Avengers come in? When does Ultron and all these other ones come in? Because I'd like to just keep going. It's kind of fun. It really was kind of fun. And I watched a little bit of Thor, and I thought I remembered seeing Thor, and I've seen it so long ago that it was really new to me again, which was pretty cool. So I'm planning on watching the rest of that on the plane.
Yeah. So here's Wikipedia says 3 for the events of Avengers Endgame. Wanda Maximoff and Vision are living an idyllic suburban life in the town of Westview, New Jersey, trying to conceal their natures. As they begin to enter new decades and encounter television tropes, the couple suspects that things are not as they seem. So I get a picture now of this guy Vision, and I've seen his character all over the place. So now I realize what I've missed
Right.
out on, why I've missed out on it. It's this guy with a red head and everything.
Which he can change, you know what I mean? And he can materialize
Okay.
through things.
All right.
So they said that he came from a comic book from back in the 70s, and they brought him back some kind of way. Yeah.
An android and former Avenger created using the artificial intelligences Jarvis and Ultron, as well as the Mind Stone, who was killed in the
Okay.
film. Yeah, so
Right. Jarvis is Iron Man's AI, his artificial intelligence. He's his Siri. He
yeah.
talks to Jarvis as if it's a human, and Jarvis runs the business and everything. So they said he
Okay.
and Jarvis and Ultron was supposed to be Tony Stark's ultimate weapon to help Iron Man defend the world.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff for
I'm assuming my wife will call when she gets outside. I guess I should have
Oh,
brought a glass of cleaning cloth, but I didn't.
yeah, those look like they need some cleaning.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know what I didn't know what I wasn't knowing, but that's okay. I guess I could call her back and ask her to bring me a cloth. Turn around.
Yeah.
I
I still got
don't think she likes. I don't think she likes me that much.
Yeah, you better you're lucky you're getting what you're getting. You're just
Right. So we talked about the weather. We haven't talked politics. Did you get a chance to see the city council meeting?
City Council, let's see. No. That was Monday, right? Is that right?
Oh, there's
Monday?
one. There's a special one on Monday, and then another one on Wednesday.
Okay. I didn't see either. Was there lots of foolishness going on, or I sort of
it was less than normal.
okay?
It seems like they have a strategy now of getting rid of one of whomever feels is the instigator. If it's Erica Monica Winfrey meeting, they'll try to get rid of a Kate or Eva, and then they don't have to. And then they're sugar sweet to everybody. Once one of them's gone, you know what I mean. If Kate and Eva are running it, and they get rid of Eric, then everybody's sugar sweet and business gets done. If Eric and Monica and Winfrey,
Jerry,
do it the other way, the meeting seems to go smoother.
Yeah.
And neither side wants to admit that they could do that with everybody.
Right. Does the mayor show up every time I pay attention to it? It seems like that's all Eric wants is mayor to show up.
Actually, the mayor was there, and
okay.
Eric's focus was on his appointments.
Okay.
Eric, kept asking the mayor to tell him, the charter says you can have 5 appointments, and who you got running around City Hall. And I know that they had submitted that because that's all he's been asking for 6 months. I can't believe that administration hasn't sent it to him. I mean, it's as simply as looking at. I would think it'd be as simple as looking at the city's website. At the department heads. But I guess department heads are different than executive appointments. He's got executive appointments, then he can have his department heads, and then he can have his division heads. And I don't know how many of those have to go before council to get approved. But I
Right.
know his executive appointments of 5 definitely have to be approved by council within 90 days of their appointment.
Yeah, he seemed to. Eric seems to be pushing this 90-day thing. You know, what's 90 days and what's 3 years or something.
Well,
He.
no, actually, he fought on behalf. They got this guy, Mike Brown, that they're trying to install as the, I'm going to say DPW director or the director of the water plant.
Okay.
And Monica said that she wasn't buying it because his paperwork was backdated to March 1st, and
Oh,
it's not the date's not supposed to start until they start reviewing his credentials. So she said she didn't get the stuff until the 13th, and Eric said, "Well, that's not right. I've had this stuff for 2 weeks." So it's Monica was arguing that it was the first public meeting where it was discussed is the date that they start reviewing the information. And Eric said, no, it's when we first get the information. And then the clerk said it was on that it was dated March 3rd. It was set for the March 8th meeting. And then at the March 8th meeting, you guys postponed it to this meeting. So you have had it since March 3rd. So that was interesting and productive. And,
good.
yeah, it was good. Monica thought one thing, he thought another thing. You could see why Monica thought what she thought. And then you can see why Eric thought what he thought. And then
Right.
when the clerk said it was the 3rd, Monica said, well, I'm good with 3 days. I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? You can back pay him for 3 days without any issues. So I thought that was a pretty good. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Discussed the water issue at all? The 641 million. Did any or does council not really discuss that? They're probably not.
They have not. Eric mentioned that they were going to hold a press conference, and they had held a press conference prior to the council meeting. And I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he and
sure that that's what that's about.
were together.
Jerry Winfrey
Yeah.
Carter?
Yeah. They had a town hall meeting or something. The two of them, where they were discussing it somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe in Eric's the North End or something. I don't know, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know I got a call from Clara, and she wanted me to broadcast something Saturday. So I think they're doing a big rally or meeting about the water on Saturday. And I
Okay.
told her that I wouldn't be around, but I'd be more than happy to broadcast it on 17, And if she sends
Sure.
me a digital file, I could probably take care of it while I'm gone. So it
Sure.
could be on as soon as possible. So we'll see what that meeting's about on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I
So
delved a little bit, and I don't think I'm going to be putting my name in the pile. I don't think I'll opt out, but if I don't answer it, I'm intentionally opting out, or I'm by default opting out. It just doesn't look like there's anything there for me in terms of settlement or otherwise. The
Right.
major of the pie is going to the education system, or to the children. Sorry, to the children, and that's
I
good.
think
That's
that's where
where,
it should go.
yeah, absolutely. And there's a small amount. What is it? 18.5% that I would even have a chance at getting a piece of. And I just, you have to go through all these hoops to prove that you've been damaged, and I don't know that I have. So,
How many hours would I spend trying to get the paperwork to prove that my water heater got damaged? I'd have to dissect the water heater and show build up or whatever.
Yep.
All right, Angie's here. I know I can't leave these bags here.
Oh yeah, don't leave anything unattended.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lug all this outside. With a bad finger. I got a cuticle. You know how you catch your fingernail on a coat or something, and it
Oh,
just pulls the nail to the quip.
oh yeah. That one hurt.
I get,
That should be a
man.
torture.
Oh,
You know.
I think it is. Isn't that what they talk about? Bamboo under the fingernails.
Yeah, all right.
I'm
I
assuming
heard that.
it's akin to.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it hurts like a son of a bitch. And
Yeah.
now it's growing back into the cuticle, so it's
Yes.
even
There's
worse.
nothing
No, I
like that.
laugh. Me and Ken were talking about it. I don't think I need all of that. There's another check in there, so I only need one of them. The 10 grand, yeah, I need that one. Oh, this stays at home, and this stays at home. All right, thanks so much. Everybody say hi.
Hi, Angie. Good to see you.
Saved, saved by
Same.
my wife. How you like that, huh?
Always. That's the way it always is. Yeah.
The whole trip would have been for naught without the check.
I'm
Nice.
just glad you remembered it in time to get it.
I'm glad you reminded me to remember it. Excuse me, I was surely about to forget. But like I said, I'm sure he knows I'm good for it.
Right.
So
Right.
so he would have let me send it to him. But I don't want to do that.
Not after laughing at you for forgetting.
Exactly. Exactly. I get all my goodies. I'm straight with that, straight with that. I go to put my bag over my shoulder, and the dogs have eaten the strap off of it. I was just like, why did you do?
No,
I,
that's
there wasn't enough strap to even tie it into a
that's it.
knot.
But why? Yeah.
I'm going to show you. They've been working on it for a while,
My
and
gosh,
they
look at that.
they got it in 3 spots, man.
Yeah,
And the whole other piece is gone. There is no other piece.
that's it.
I
Yeah. Well, now you
love
know
my
what.
dogs.
Now you
I
know what
love
to
my
get them.
dogs. I love my dogs. I love my dogs.
Yeah, you just get him a luggage bag and say, "Hey, there you go. Merry Christmas."
I am wasting my money on these milk bones. This is stupid. I can
Right.
just get them, I get them their own computer bag and let them go at
There you go. Right. You could probably get those at Salvation Army all day long.
right. Buy them by the dozen. Buy them by the dozen. Whew, I haven't heard any announcements yet. It's getting close, you would think. Well, it's still got 30 minutes or so. I guess they won't start calling this till 30 minutes, 20 minutes before the flight, right?
You better get in there. You better check it out because they like you upstairs and past the checkpoint long before they depart. So
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, let me get myself together. I'm still online, so you can still talk to me. I'm trying to think about what we haven't covered yet.
oh my God, you're leaving it up to me again?
No, no, no. I'm here with you audio wise. I don't want anybody to get sick as I walk through the airport.
Yeah, they may tell you to shut that down as you go through TSA.
That's
They
what I'm
might say,
thinking.
yeah, they might say, "Oh, sir, I'm sorry, you cannot have that on." Uh,
Exactly.
Vaccine? No, I have not got the vaccine yet. I do plan on getting it, but I'm last in line, and I don't want to jump the line. So I'm going to register here probably at the end of the month. I'm pretty sure I'll get in immediately because it's just seeming like that's the way it's working. Uh, but what did we do? We did 100 million already,
They
according
said,
to
yeah,
yeah.
that's what he said. 100 million. I tell you, I had decided on a Sunday to get it. I signed up
Good.
on Monday. I signed up on Monday on the website to
Yeah.
get it. Wednesday, I got a call and a guy from a friend of mine, and he said, "Hey, man, do you need a shot?" And I said, "Dude, this is so kismet." And I explained what I had just done, and he said, "Hold on a minute. How old are you?" And I told him how old I was, and he hung up. And 15 minutes later, he said, "Saturday, 9:45 p.m. Be there, Bishop Airport." So it sounded
Yes.
like me they were backfilling
Yep.
the vaccination program because they didn't get enough people to sign up.
Yep.
So they
That's
asked
exactly.
people to reach out to their friends.
Yep. And I think that's exactly what would happen if I were to push the issue. I think I'd have no trouble getting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm unsure about areas of the country that are uh, uh, kind of announcing that they're having trouble getting it. You know, because I don't feel that here, but
Right.
I haven't pushed it, so I don't know. But I've had more than one person contact me and say, "Hey, you want it? I think I can get you in." So,
Oh, okay.
uh,
So is
so
that is
that
that, is that a who's who? I don't know.
well,
I
I
don't know.
don't
I
know if
think they're backfilling.
not. Right, right. Uh, it could be a who's who. So my one guy is Dean. You know, he uh, reached out,
Okay.
so he might have some inside track. So that's definitely a who's who.
Right.
But I really think I could. I I don't know, but I really think I could just go through regular channels, submit my registration. I think as it's supposed to be done, and just like you were picked to go at in 2 days
Right.
or 3 days or whatever, and I'm not on any short list. I'm not immunocompromised. I'm not over a certain age. So I don't think I would get in because of any of that. I just think I would get in is because they got room, in
Right.
this area. Uh, I've heard the bishop thing they set up, wasn't even that busy. So it was like I had heard there were people who could actually go there, and if there was room, they could just go through. That's without
Right.
registering or anything. So I don't know. I don't know what privilege to anything, or knowing somebody, or knowing you know somebody who knows somebody, or if they're just so not backed up that if you show up, they'll do you.
Right. 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 I don't know what the plan is either. Are you able to hear me? Okay.
Still can hear
I'm
you.
getting
Just
okay. I'm getting deeper into the belly of the airport.
I can't wait till
Whew.
you go through the X-ray. I'd love to let us know if you're going through X-ray. I want to hear if you get or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be against somebody's rules.
I'm sure of it. Yeah, yeah.
What's it say? Visitor pass holders, access point. Nice. I like this. I like this. When was the last time you were out here at the airport?
It's been just about a year, but it's nice. It's a nice setup. They got that little area that you just walk through. You're going to have to take your shoes off and do all that, I'm sure.
Right.
Unless you're pre-flight or what is it? If your ticket's got a check,
Pre-TSA.
yeah, then you get to bypass somebody. But I never know what my ticket says till I check with the first information person,
Right.
and then they tell me something like, "Well, you need to be in that other line, which is the preferred line." And it's like, "Well, I didn't know that. How, you know, how am I supposed to know
I should
that?"
I should turn the video on my phone so that you can watch the X-ray watch you. Huh?
Yeah, well, we got video. You are all masked
There
up.
you
Good.
go.
Nice, nice.
Ready to go. Next in line is not a whole bunch of folks. Let me
Get
see
your
what
ID.
this guy is going to tell me.
Yeah, they're gonna want
Yeah,
your
got it.
ID.
For sure. For sure. For sure. I'm trying to think when the last time I got on a plane out here was. Man, it had to be 3 years ago.
Really?
I usually drive everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Last time I was on a plane, where did I go?
Mine would have been,
Was
I'm
it
sure,
either New
Idaho.
York or Los?
Yeah,
I'm thinking New York or Los Angeles.
but you didn't fly the
Man,
entire coast. That's for sure. So
Right. I definitely hadn't flown while COVID was going on.
Didn't you go?
Probably at least.
Didn't you one way out to Marcus or Ted or something? And maybe you talked about it. You were gonna one way out there and drive back, or drive out there and one way back, or something.
Yeah, I don't think I. That's what it was. That was exactly what it was. I drove Marcus out to Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I drove Marcus out to Los Angeles, and I flew back.
yeah.
Yep, because I ended up missing the plane because we went to get an In-N-Out burger on the way to the airport. Okay, I think he's calling.
Yeah, I actually remember that.
Hi, how are you? ID and boarding pass. All right. So now, stuck the boarding pass inside here, which I can't find now, of course. One in there. There we go. Yeah, ID and boarding pass.
Your ID.
Oh, okay.
Take that barcode right on top.
This one? And there? No, thank you.
Pull the mask down. A little more. Bring it lane 2.
All right, thank you. All right, tell me lane 2.
Lane 2.
Lane 2. Hold on, let me get rid of this tripod. And this is where I get to go get naked, right?
That's right.
Lane 2
Yeah.
is right here. I'm sorry?
Grab a couple pins. Everything has to go on a bin. Nothing comes out.
Okay. Stand by.
Standing by.
I got to get some bins here and get naked. Shoes and everything?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm glad I took care of my feet this morning.
So is everybody else.
Oh my God. What time is it, Ken?
I got 47. 11.
13 minutes. Interesting. All right. All right. Oh, here's my better mask. Hey. Is that enough? Phone? I'm sorry. This? Okay. All right. I'll be back. Pockets are empty.
All right.
Mask
Yeah.
comes off?
Nope. Your watch, your glasses.
Watch and glasses.
If you're just you're watching Spectacle Productions and the Good Beans Cafe Coffee Clutch. Watch Mr. TV, Mr. Paul, find his way through the security checkpoint at Bishop Airport in Flint. He's we're getting X-rayed right now. So that Mr. Paul can board the plane. He's on his way to Chicago and then ultimately on his way to Kansas City, I think he said. He's going to be picking up a new car. So you're lucky enough to be part of our conversation as we discuss all world problems and correct them, hopefully. Looks like we're frozen in the X-ray machine. And ideally, there we go. Now we're moving. Mr. Paul's probably getting dressed again. They take you right down to your bare bones, oftentimes. And he's gone through the X-ray, and any minute now we'll see him picking up and being led on to his final boarding spot here in Bishop Airport. So looking promising for our young traveler to continue through his TSA checkpoint maze. Probably getting his shoes back on. Now here comes our champion. Here
Yay! I made it.
To
I
the
made
full.
it. Now I just got to get dressed again. That's all.
Yeah, got to get those back on and get to your final.
Right? I'm glad I put on clean underwear.
Yeah, no, I know it. That's what they do now. if you had forgotten.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Man, I heard one comedian say he just shows up to the airport in his swimsuit.
Yeah, right. No, that's and it looks like you got the shorter security check. There is a longer one.
Oh, really? Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I mean, I forgot a pair of glasses in my breast pocket, and I forgot a wad of money in my pants pocket. So
yeah.
They made me go through twice.
Yep. My usual gift whenever I travel is a kilo of coffee, right, to whoever I'm going to visit. Immediately, it sets off all kinds of, this big solid brick of something. It just looks like a black mass in the X-ray. So I always get stopped. It's inevitable.
Well, that's where they hide the cocaine, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. No, and then so I'll also have sitting right next to it. At least it looks that way in the X-ray. Some batteries or my wires for charging a phone. So here's this battery pack with a bunch of wires next to this big brick. It's like, oh, we better
black
check
mass.
it. Yeah, we better make. Yeah.
This does not look good.
Yeah.
Not look good at all.
But I always get.
I was hoping to take advantage of these cheap airfares. Marcus is down in the Cayman Islands.
Right.
But he had to quarantine for 14 days. So I'm wondering if they're going to make people that have been vaccinated do that. You know what I mean?
So that was the thing I had heard about. Once you get vaccinated, you may be able to go to sporting events. But if you can't prove that you've been vaccinated, they won't let you in.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be coming. It's up to private industry. If they want to, they can do that. And you don't have rights. It's like I could say at the coffee house, you got to show your vaccine paper before you can come in. I could say, and I could say, if you don't have them, you can't come in. I have that, power, I guess, or whatever, if I want.
But you could also say that. You could also say that they have to wear their mask. If you're not vaccinated, you just have to put your mask on. I
could, which is one of the reasons I'm still closed. I just don't want to go.
You don't want to be the kind of cop.
No, I have no ambition. That's not why I went into doing what I do.
Right. Well, they're talking about opening up by July 4th. What do you think about that?
Well, that was a thing that Biden had made uh, in an
A
announcement
goal.
and mentioned July 4th as, what we can celebrate like normal,
Some kind of
or
target date. Right.
but I don't know if that will. I mean, you can still celebrate. He's not saying you can't. He's just saying that you
Right.
might be further along or something like that, for further closer to whatever goal we're going to. If back to normal is our goal, I don't think normal is ever going to look the way it did. So
I don't think so either. Yeah.
it'll
I
be
think normal is shot to hell.
whatever the new normal will be, is where we'll end up. But
Well, I want to show you something that's new to me, or I haven't seen in a while.
okay.
A water fountain,
Ah,
and it works.
well, so the rule is you can't bring water in to the airport. They won't let you through TSA, but you can bring an empty vessel that once you get in there, you can fill it. And that's when I noticed those water fountains.
Right.
Oh, it's got that thing you can
Right.
just
Yeah.
fill up. So
Yep. It sure does. Well, I wish I'd have known that, because I did throw away an empty bottle before I came in here.
yeah,
I
you
could
could
just
bring.
put that bottle in my pocket.
Yep. Or whatever, people have these aluminum cans and all these Nalgene bottles and all this stuff, water bottles. They won't let you bring content in, make you dump it out, but you can bring the empty vessel in. All right,
Lady with a curtain out of goodies.
you're on the concourse. You're heading to your gate. Which gate did you get?
I'm pretty sure this is it. It looks like it says Chicago or O'Hare, and it says delayed. It
Oh
says
boy,
1:15.
ah,
Yeah. So
that
I
was
don't get it.
where you were before.
That's where I was before. So what the heck's going on? Yeah, actually, Louisville. It's supposed to be 12:15, right? Interesting. Don't know. It says delayed. That's a question for 4 minutes from now. What are we at? 11:58.
58. Yeah, you sure are.
So how did I make it through TSA without any glasses? I can't find not one pair of glasses. And I had two before I walked through. Let me get my emergency pair out.
I know you had one pair. You showed them earlier. There you go.
No, this is another pair. See? These got the sticker on.
Yeah, you sure are.
I don't know where the other pair went. But it's 11:59, Mr. Ken. You got anything for the good of the order before we close this one out?
Not too much, but safe travels to you, Mr. Paul, for sure. And bring us back your new vehicle, nice and shiny. And, enjoy your trip down there. Keep fighting the good fight, as you always do. And
Well, yay. I'm going to take this off. Don't let the police tackle me or anything. But I'm going to remind folks that this is the Good Bean Coffee Clutch right here on Spectacle TV. If you guys want to do what we do, whether you go live or whether you do it privately, give us a call at 810-239-2901. That's 810-239-2901. We're determined to make a difference, and we want you to too. Remember, enjoy the life you're living just until you can live a life you'll enjoy. Peace, Mr. Ken.
take care. Safe travels.
All right.